Welcome to a short discussion of an informative and interesting book called Leadership Challenge. I'm Linda Allopin, President of the American Association of University Women in Tucson, Arizona. And I will be leading a series of these discussions with Barbara Key. Barbara, would you like to say a couple words?
Yes, I am very impressed with the book and the practices that are discussed by the two authors. Once I started to read it, I could see its application in many parts of my leadership.
Great. Well, we'll get to a bit more about the book. So Leadership Challenge has sold almost 3 million copies. It has been listed as one of the top 100 best business books in the world by a couple of very well-versed authorities. It is based on hundreds of thousands of interviews across many industries, so it isn't specific to any industry. There are versions of it, by the way, for students. There are versions of Leadership Challenge for nonprofit leaders, etc. But the Leadership Challenge in general, since 1987, and it's now in its 6th edition, is a great book. I was honored to work with and for Dr. Barry Posner at Santa Clara University, where he was dean, and he is currently the Alcote Professor of Leadership. And of course, Barry will be with us on February 8th, so it'll be great to see him again. Barbara, why don't we get into a bit more? Let me turn on a slide, and then you can tell us a bit more about the basis for the book.
So the book is a series of questions. And one of the first questions that is asked is, when are you at your best as a leader? So I'd like you to take a moment and think, when are you at your best as a leader? Let me share an example. I'm at my best as a leader when I'm facilitating conversations and I can create dialogue in the room so that the participants actually see that they too are leaders and that they have new practices they can learn. Linda?
Well, mine's really similar to your particular best, Barbara, and that is that I helped to teach the AAUW seminar called Start Smart at the University of Arizona. And I really enjoy the students and see the hard work that they put into determining, what their starting salary, what's an equitable starting salary, etc. And I get feedback from them that it does make a difference when they go to renegotiate their very first job. Anything more about the book?
Yes. It stands out to me for two reasons. One, it's for any new leader, a leader that has been assigned to a team or a manager assigned to a department, and how to build the vision of that department and include the employees in the development of that vision. And it is also a very good refresher. It brought forward to me many points that I knew that I can continue to practice. And it's all for the sake of building healthy teams who are committed to their organization or not-for-profit. It is an evidence-based book. As Linda mentioned, the research is done across a variety of industries. And you will be surprised that there are no lists in the book. It is points, and then the points are illustrated by case studies. So you get to understand how a particular leader applied that practice as he or she was working.
I think there's another thing about the book. It espouses that leaders are not born, that they're made. And that basically there's an identifiable set of skills and abilities that are available to anyone who wants to adopt them. These 4 characteristics, by the way, of honesty, competence, forward-looking, and inspiring, have consistently been the 4 characteristics that everyone holds as the highest of their leaders. They really want leaders who speak with authority and authenticity, and that reflects integrity, and certainly it builds great teams. So a relationship characterized by mutual respect and confidence is what will create great results. The 5 practices that basically are the meat of the book are illustrated here. We will have a discussion on 1 or more of these in our future discussions, Barbara and I. We know that you'll enjoy the book and learning more about how to adopt these practices. Dr. Posner will be with us to discuss Leadership Challenge on February 8th from 11 to 1 at the Viscount Hotel in Tucson, Arizona. We'll be opening registration soon. If you need more information, there's my email. Thank you for joining us today.